If you are thinking about moving to Fresno, California, this is a video that you should watch because we are showing you today one of the fastest growing, most affordable master plan communities in the Central Valley, just a couple of minutes from Fresno, California. This video is for everybody, guys. I want to give a special shout out to Kim for requesting this video. The second house in this video is the one that she absolutely loves and wants to take a look at. So we're going to be showing that here in just a few minutes. Before we dive into that house though, we're going to be looking at this first one right here behind me. It is a 4-bed, 2-bath, 2451 square foot, single story monster of a house, 3-car garage, good sized backyard, awesome floor plan, huge fridge. I can go on and on, but without further ado, let's just dive in. So the first house we're going to see is this one right here behind me. I love what they do on these with all the stonework and everything. It looks really pretty. You know, a lot of my clients tell me all the time, like, Casey, you know, we don't know if we want a new house because they all look the same. There's no character. And you kind of get a little bit of character with some of these, you know, with the stonework, the different elevations. And elevation, by the way, refers to the exterior aesthetic of a new construction home. So when you go to a model center and they're like, it's an elevation B, what does that mean? It means that it's the second option in terms of aesthetics for the exterior. So let's just check this thing out. All right, so it looks pretty. It's got great curb appeal. That house over there, guys, we're not talking about in this video, but I have a video on that house if you guys like the way that looks. But today we are looking at these. This one and then that white one down there on the end. That one is humongous. We're gonna get to that, guys, in just a bit. And I bet you that house has got something you've probably never even seen before. So you're gonna wanna stick around and check that out. But look how pretty the exterior is on this one, guys. And the nice thing about these is that the price does not break the bank. I mean, they are more expensive than some of the other stuff we've shown. But check it out. Look at this. Now this model right here is not furnished. So sometimes that affects kind of how you see the house, in my opinion. A furnished model kind of lets you visualize where things are supposed to go, how much space you're actually gonna have once you get all of your stuff in here. This is not furnished, but the next one is. So let's go. So here's the entryway. Very nice, spacious entry. Some would argue it's a waste of space. I don't think it's a waste of space. I'm an entry guy. I love a nice first impression versus just walking in the front door and boom, you're already in the living room. You know, it's nice to have this little kind of landing space to meet and greet guests, family, things like that. So that's my preference, but again, you're buying it, not me. But check this thing out, guys. So we got 10-foot ceilings in here. Good rule of thumb. Well, that slider is an 8-foot slider. We got 2 feet above it, so that's the easiest way to tell. Staying with the front door, most of these homes come with 8-foot front doors. We got 2 feet above it, so that's a 10-foot ceiling. Really nice though. Like, my first impression is, wow, this house is actually really big, and it's 2451 square feet, 4-bed, 2-bath. So now this house gives you some sort of division, right? We've got 3 beds on this side, and then the primary is across the way, which we'll jump to later. So this is kind of the hallway space right here in the front. All right, so let's start in the farthest part, right? So we've got bedroom, we'll call this bedroom number 1. Decent size. I would say it's the average size bedroom. It's not huge, it's not like tiny, but it'll work. All right, got a nice large window there. Plenty of outlets everywhere, it seems. So now that vent up there is not hooked up to an HVAC, this one. That's just for air to circulate through the house if the doors are closed. Of course, it does have central HVAC. Now, if you live local, you're probably thinking that's obvious. Believe it or not, many areas of the country do not have central heating and cooling, so we are speaking to them. Okay, love a good walk-in, nice. I love a walk-in with these doors that just open and close normal. I feel like the ones that slide, like they just, I don't know, it's like they never slide right, I don't know. Well, maybe because when I was a kid, my brother and I would, like, I shared a room with my brother growing up for years, actually. We would wrestle and everything else. We would slam into the sliding closet doors and then break them off the track, and then you can't get them back on. And that's why I feel like they never work right. But to be honest, under normal living conditions, I don't think that would actually be a problem. But I do like this. This is really, really nice. So that's pretty cool. All right, and then we've got a good coat closet kind of right here. This is actually, it's interesting. Usually a bedroom has the sliding style like this, right? And then the room has, usually the room has this style that slides, and then the coat closet's a door that opens like what we just saw, but it's kind of flipped here, but that's kind of cool. So good coat closet storage space there. I mean, you could totally add some shelving in there, do whatever you need to do. This is one of 2 bathrooms here. All right. So I love the cabinetry in this house. It's really, really nice. It's got an elegance to it that I think we could all probably appreciate. I like the style of countertops. It's a quartzite material, but it's got like some veins in it. It looks kind of like granite or marble. It has a nice, slightly more upscale look. So that's very, very nice. I'm not sure why there's not a light above these mirrors. It's up overhead. I feel like I say this a lot, but if you're standing here, what's up guys, Happy New Year. If you are looking at yourself in the mirror, you don't have like that direct light. Not a big deal, you can add lights, I'm sure if you needed to once you buy the house, but just an observation, so whatever. This here is a fiberglass insert, okay? We've got an exhaust fan up above. We're required to have an exhaust fan because there's no window in this particular bathroom. And we've got our fire sprinkler, our HVAC, and then of course a couple of recessed lights. So very nice bath. I love that we've got the dual undermount sinks, and I really personally really like the black hardware everywhere. That's more just of a preference, but you know, that's kind of the way it comes. Speaking of the way it comes, guys, with this particular builder, what you see here is what you get, guys. If you buy this floor plan, not even this exact house, but if you buy like this floor plan in a different lot somewhere, it will look absolutely 100% identical to what you're seeing in this video today, okay? Reason being is because that's the business model for this builder, okay? It's cost effective. They, you know, look at it like they're the Costco builder, if you will. They buy, you know, 10,000 faucets, right? Put them on to get a better price, put it into all the homes, and then they pass those savings on to the consumer. So sometimes people ask me, why is this builder less expensive in some cases than some of the other builders, maybe some of the local builders? And that's kind of the reason why. It's kind of like a buy in bulk concept. So that's sort of the ideology, if you will, around that. This room looks bigger. My opinion, this room's bigger. We can measure if it's important. It does have a much bigger window, twice the window size. I like the thick baseboards too. That's kind of a nice little feature there, you know? Okay, we're 2 for 2 in the walk-ins, guys. Same size walk-in, I think. Very nice. So far, so good. This floor is an LVP. It's a luxury vinyl plank. This is supposed to be water resistant, very durable flooring. I personally do not like walking on floor where it sounds hollow and cheap. To be honest with you, that's just a pet peeve of mine, especially when you're spending the money on these types of houses that, you know, cost what these cost, and we're gonna talk about that later in the video. This isn't cheap flooring. This is really nice flooring. It's got a very nice, solid sound, nice feel when you walk on it. So, all right, this room is more rectangular. Okay, cool. Good size though, very good size. All right, you're gonna get a peek at that backyard, but that right there, this backyard's huge. It's not accurate of what you're actually gonna get most likely. It is gigantic. Okay, 3 for 3 on the walk-ins. Apparently someone had an itch for walk-ins. This one looks to be same size, maybe a smidge bit larger. It's good, it works, I like it. So let's say this is your house, right? You can make an office, one of these front rooms if you needed an office, if you work from home. Have a child in one of these rooms, you know, one of your kids. You know, this one here could be a nursery maybe. Now you are sort of separate from the primary, just, you know, as a thought here. Check it out. So we just saw everything that's over there, okay? We saw the 3 bedrooms and the 1 bath. Now we're gonna head on to the next piece of the home. All right, so we're gonna actually go this way. We're gonna save the kitchen for after the primary. It's beautiful. All right, so the primary is right here to my left, okay? Now, this thing is big, guys. This is a really, really big primary suite. Arguably, well, you can argue it's one of the largest, but there are some larger ones out there. This is, I would say, like in the top 75th percentile for sizes of master bedrooms, primary suites. In my opinion, it's really big. I have seen it furnished as well, and it's big. So good windows everywhere. Check out the walk-in. Would this work for you? What do you think? The color on these walls, by the way, is not white. It is, there's a few colors that are very common that the builders use. It's not aggressive gray. There's another one. I can't think of what it's called, but it's a really nice color. It's like an off-white, neutral, beige, sort of very neutral, like model-esque looking color. It's very warm. You can actually see it compared to the outlet covers because obviously like those are white, so you can see the difference in contrast. Sometimes people can't tell in the video, but I just like to point things like that out. It'd be nice if they would have painted the trim and the baseboards white maybe, just to give it that pop of contrast. But you know, it's like whatever, it's not a big deal. This here is a Smurf tube. This is where your TV is routed. So if you do mount a TV in here, your cords can go down that tube and be hidden. You can plug it in there or here, whichever you prefer. It's really nice though, guys. It's really, really nice. All right, let's check out the primary bath. All right, I like. Similar vanity to what we saw in the first bath. Same cabinets, same undermount, dual undermount sinks. I like how they framed the mirror out in black trim in this bathroom. The first one, they did not do that. I think that gives it a nice little touch, personally. And you've got a couple of outlets, which is good too. The other bath, I think, just had the one. Here you've got that one and this one, so that's good. All right, we got a very nice backsplash tile right here. All right, going around the tub. All right, the shower is actually really big. It's large, guys. It is, it's big. Now the next house we're gonna see here in a little while is very similar in terms of characteristics to this house, in terms of tile, flooring, cabinetry. It's all the same. So I'm taking some extra time in this house just pointing these things out, and then the next house will just be focused more on the floor plan, okay? All right, I like this. This is something that sometimes people may not think about. I've seen homes like this where you have your shower head there and you have your knob right down there below it to turn it on, which doesn't make a lot of sense because then you have to like get in the shower to get wet in order to turn it on. This is actually borderline. Like, it'd be cool if that control was like over here on this wall. So I can just reach in here, turn it on. You know, this I have to reach across the tub or the shower. Not a big deal. It's certainly better than it being down there. So it's nice, it's well done. I think they did a really nice job with this design. Looks like there's a little bit of like caulking or something there that could be cleaned up. Not a big deal. Water closet, they call it. Don't ask me why. To me, a toilet room is like more appropriate, but there's a formal name for everything. Okay, we actually have a big window in here too. Very nice. All right, so far, I think we've seen quite a few good things in this home. There's a couple things I want to show you here, then we're going to jump into the kitchen. The kitchen is outstanding, guys, and then wait till you see the next house. Like, if you think this is nice, that house is giant compared to this. Similar, but like the gigantic brother on steroids, right? So let's keep going. All right, right here, we've got good storage space. Good storage, lots of shelving, I like. All right, now we've got laundry right here. Those appliances do come with it, Electrolux. Those come included, guys, all right? The cabinets come included. So like I said, everything you see here, you get. And that's nice because that way you're not having to go out and spend extra money on appliances and cabinets. So look at this storage. I mean, if that closet we just showed you right there wasn't enough, look at this. This is giant. You've got an outlet down there. I'm not sure if you can see that or not, kind of in that first shelf there. So if you want to iron clothes in here or hook up, I don't even know, a microwave, who knows, in here you can do it. Through that door right there is the 3-bay, 3-car garage. The door is locked, so we're not gonna be able to, oh. These are always locked, guys. Like, you're in for an extremely special treat today. You get to see a garage. These things are always locked. They always have them locked, but you know what? I think they might have been doing some work on the house real quick, so you're gonna get to see this thing, guys. Check it out. All right, this is giant. These ceilings are 10 feet in here, so if you have like a truck, you could totally park it in here. We've got a 3-bayer, very nice. I'll do a quick walk through the garage then, just since we're here and we have exclusive access in here today. That's your tankless water heater right there. All right, we've got your solar power wall there, your control unit right here for your solar. We've got a solar panel and a sub panel right there. This is for your sprinklers. This box down here is your telecommunications hub for your AT&T fiber or whoever you use for your provider. That's a transmitter up there for a doorbell. We've got a smoke detector right above the battery pack for the solar in case that thing gets hot and does start a fire. That's why there's a smoke detector out here in the garage, if you were curious. We've got LiftMaster garage door openers. They link up to your phone. You can open it from anywhere. That's convenient, really, really nice. We've got fire sprinkler replacements right over here in this box. If one of your fire sprinklers is tripped, you can reset it with that. Call the fire department though. All right, that's my 30-second spiel on this garage. I think it's nice, it's big, and you probably would love it. So anyways, let's carry on. All right, guys, let's jump right into the kitchen. Check it out, boom. Very nice, extremely impressive kitchen, in my opinion. It looks really, really good. Check out that fridge, guys. If you're wondering, do we get the fridge too? Absolutely you do. This would not make sense. In fact, I don't think they used to include the fridge like a year ago. And it made no sense because if anybody buys this house, you can't just run down to Lowe's, pick up a fridge, and drop it in that slot. You've got to get a specific size made for this spot. So it makes sense to just build the cost of the fridge into the house. Is it free? No, it's absolutely not. You're paying for it one way or the other, but it does come with it, so that's fantastic. And by the way, this is actually 2 separate units. Okay, so you have 2 different serial numbers for this. It appears to be one big unit, but you've got this seam right here, but it's actually 2 separate operating machines. Okay, so they're both plugged in back there. It's two different units. You have a freezer and a refrigerator, both individual. So, you know, whatever, but kind of a fun fact. I love the gas range. It's a 36-inch Frigidaire range right here, or a stovetop that comes with this, gas stovetop. You still get gas out here, guys. Yes, you absolutely do. The permits were pulled before that law came into effect, so you are lucky. We've got a nice backsplash that goes all the way up, which I love. It's got like the chef's kitchen feel. You know, we've got gold accents here on our cabinets, which is really nice. Let's do the soft close test. Not soft close, not gonna lie. I wished they were soft close drawers, and let's see if the cabinets are. Okay, I wish they were soft close drawers and cabinets, especially at the price point, because this is considered the highest end product line for this builder in this community. There's like several different product lines. This is absolutely the highest, most elite one, and I wish that it had that. It doesn't, so it doesn't. Has this though. Trash cans are nice, kind of hidden away in the cabinets. I like that. Stainless farmhouse sink, not bad. I love the huge window over the sink. That's something that you don't see all the time. That's really, really nice. All right, very cool. So we have the oven and the microwave, dishwasher. Yeah, I mean, it's everything you need, right? What do you guys think? By the way, guys, if you have made it this far in the video, I don't know, we're maybe like 15 minutes in now, I'm not sure exactly, but if you've made it this far, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It's the most cool thing, I guess you could say, when we open up the app and we see, oh, we got 3 new subscribers. And it's even more cool when people actually reach out to us and say, hey, we saw your YouTube video on, you know, those houses out there, and we're looking to make a move, and we need an agent, and we would love for you to help us out because we feel like we kind of connect, you know, through your videos. So that happens all the time. I got people reaching out from all over the country. I absolutely love it. It makes my day every single time somebody reaches out. So please reach out to me, guys, if you are thinking about making a move. We've got lots of videos on pros and cons of living in Fresno, the Fresno area, home tours all over the area. So subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and let's keep going with the house tour, guys. So what do you guys think so far? Put it in the comments. We've got a nice, large, designated dining space. Very cool. Comes with that light fixture. We're missing a bulb, but I think we could probably negotiate a bulb, right? Check it out. Kind of a cool light fixture. All right, and you got another huge window right here that kind of lightens up the space. Now it is a gloomy, sort of rainy type of day today. So keep in mind that the light in this house is not to its entirety. And actually all the lights in this kitchen, we have all the lights off in the kitchen, guys. I should have told you that. So let me fire it up, look at that. So with the lights on, it's really, really bright in here. But even with them off, like it's pretty bright, it's doable. So right here we have the pantry, something that we all probably need and could agree on. So good sized pantry, I love it. It's positioned perfectly right off the kitchen. Great floor plan, guys. I really think this is a great, fantastic house. It's an awesome floor plan. The living space is huge. The kitchen's big, the dining's big. The floor plan makes sense. The only thing negative that I've heard from my clients on this particular floor plan before is that they wish there was a 3rd bathroom, okay? We only have the 2. People say that they wish they had a powder room or something, which, I mean, in this house, you don't get that. But there's like 3 other options in this product line by this builder that I can share with you where you have that 3rd bath. So this may or may not be the floor plan for you, but I'm telling you, it's an awesome house. You'd probably love it. So, and look at the size of that backyard, by the way. It's awesome. So, all right, guys, I have talked enough on this house. What we're gonna do now is take you guys right next door. We're gonna show you the giant big brother to this house. All right, it is a 4-bed as well, but they threw in a bonus space for an office. It's just big, guys, it's huge. So It's a really big house. I keep saying that, and I'm just gonna take you over there and show it to you. I think you're gonna love it. You can see today it is a really gloomy day. You know, it doesn't matter to us. I mean, you get all kinds of weather here. You get hot, cold, gloomy, clear, all the above, so. All right, check this one out, guys. This is huge. Check it out. So this is the biggest single-story home this builder offers currently in this community. It's 2,950 square feet. It's a 4-bed plus an office, 3-bath home, sprawled out. It's huge, guys. Let's just go in and check it out. All right, guys, before we actually go in, I just want to kind of do an outside thing, just kind of show you what we've got here on the outside. Okay, it's pretty cool. So very nice. Love the 3-bay garage, guys. That's one thing about this house, is it kind of has got everything everybody wants all in one house, which is cool. It's got the 4 beds, it's got the 2 baths, it's got a half-bath powder room. You know, so you got 2 full baths, and then you got a guest bath as well. It's got the 3-car garage, 3 bays. We've got a single here. We've got a double there. You know, it's got a designated office space. It's got a beautiful kitchen, a fantastic layout. This particular model has a gigantic lot, which, I mean, there's very few lots as big as this out here. You know, this house is gonna have solar, either leased or purchased when you buy it. You're gonna move into this, guys, with a ton of pluses, okay? A lot of values. Check out this little courtyard, by the way. Kind of cool, you know, kind of a cool little courtyard. In fact, I think this is the only home in this collection with this courtyard. I think it'd be cool to add like a little gate here or something, and then I could let my huskies hang out right here maybe or something. I don't know, just a thought. But yeah, they're really nice, you know. So by the way, I see the roof up there. I thought I would share. That's a tile roof. In fact, you can probably see it better if I shine it this way. The other houses you can see have tile roofs. All the houses in this community have tile roofs. I think that's actually an HOA requirement out here, is that you cannot do composition. So you'll get a tile roof. All right, now check it out. Beautiful entry. All right, let's get that shut there. All right, now there are no light. Actually, there's a few lights on, but not many. What's up, guys? Let's turn on some lights. All right, so got a really nice entry, nice little landing space. Again, I kind of like to call it. Area to meet your visitors, you know, meet them here, take their coat, put a little coat rack over there in the corner, be kind of cool. It's a nice entry for sure. And then the way the house is set up, we've got all the bedrooms down this way on one side of the home. All right, thermostat is centrally located right here. It's low for ADA purposes. That's a new code. All right, most of the builders are doing that. Actually, all the builders are doing that now. And now look how big this is. This, before I show it to you, I want to get the lights on so you can really get the full experience. Check it out, guys. Check this thing out. Look at this. Not sure if it looks huge in the video, but I'm telling you right now, this is massive. I don't know who needs more space than this, but it's huge. And the kitchen is beautiful. Check it out. Same cabinet style as the last home. Same fridge, which does come included. It's got the same appliance package, all right? Again, what you see is what you get, including these floating type of shelves. Well, they're not really floating, they're like connected, but these open shelves here, it comes just like you see it. Same countertops and backsplash, all the above, guys, all the above. So it's really, really nice. I mean, it's so spacious in here, which is what's insane to me. Look at the amount of space you have from the back of that couch to the bar stools. Like, you're not gonna be bumping into each other passing through. And you could argue, oh, well, they have the couches pulled forward. No, they do not, my friend. Look at this, look at all the space. You got 2 chairs here, spaced out, plenty of space to walk through here. Okay, I don't actually know if you get this built in here. I don't think you do. That's the one thing I'll say I don't think it comes with. That's a designer feature just for the staging. So you don't get that, but besides that, everything else you get, not the furniture. I'm talking structural stuff here. Really nice though, guys. I mean, it is a huge, great room here. Lots and lots of space. Okay, it'd be cool if they did double doors there, but it's not. But that's okay. So, all right, I'm panning the camera to show you everything. This is an 8-seater table. That might be a little tight with these particular the style of chairs, but you could seriously put like an 8 to 10 person table there. Not a problem at all. I like the window wall on the back there. Very nice, looks out to this gigantic backyard. The yard's insane, by the way. I mean, look at this, look at that. Is that not crazy? Look how big that is. Don't focus on the yard, guys, please, because you're probably not going to get a yard this size unless you buy the model. But it's not an accurate representation of what comes with all of these homes. So, all right, so here's a little French door, single French door here, out to the covered patio. Look how big that is, guys. They've got it locked, so we can't get out there. But check out the covered patio. It's really big. I love the arches. You know, it's kind of a nice, fancy looking patio. It comes with all the concrete that you see here underneath the covered space. Everything else you would be responsible for developing, which is the case with pretty much any new home, with a few exceptions, but most homes are that way. All right, now, if I take you straight through, that door straight ahead will take you to the 3-car garage, okay? We saw a garage in the last house. It's locked in this one. Yeah, see? Our luck has run out, my friends. Just kidding, it has not run out. But the last house we were able to get into, which is actually very rare. So this is the half bath powder room right here. All right, check it out. We've got just a toilet and a sink, which is the half bath. It's conveniently located kind of centrally. It's kind of close to the kitchen and living area. But you know, I don't also really know where else you'd put it. It's kind of right here for your guests, so that way they don't have to go down your hallway to where the bedrooms are, or over here they can just kind of stay in one spot if that's what you're looking to do. So it is conveniently located. It's a good spot. It really is a good spot for it. To the right, we have a very big laundry. Check this out. Guys, this house is actually 2938 square feet, okay? So it is big. And when you put 2938 square feet on a single story home, it feels expansive. Actually, forget expensive. That sounds like such a real estate term, you know, the expensive floor plan. We're not gonna say expensive, but it does feel big. It feels like it's just very, very spread out, which it is. So yeah, I like the cabinetry, I like the storage. Again, you do get those the washer and dryer there. Nice little shelf. You could hang like a bar across the top for hanging clothes, or you could even do that over here if you like to hang your stuff to dry. Lots of options. All right, now we will go that way later. I think you're gonna be shocked at what is over there, so hang out for a minute. And subscribe, guys. If you haven't already, please do subscribe to the channel. It's awesome. All right, now, down this corridor, let's start in the front and we'll work our way back, all right? So straight ahead, these are all the bedrooms, guys. So if you're a family moving into this home, this could be a nice feature to have all the family on one wing of the house. This room is a fair size. It's not huge. It's also not tiny. It's kind of average, kind of like I mentioned in one of the rooms of the last home. Not a bad size. This could make a cool office space or something. It's looks out to the front. You've got a nice large window here. So that's very nice. They've got the walk-in closet right here. Okay. So that's cool, very good. And as we start to make our way back, bedroom number 2 is right here. Pretty straightforward, standard bedroom, standard closet. Nothing crazy, but it is a bedroom. This house does have the same 10-foot ceilings as the last home. I wish they would have done the 8-foot doors in this house just because the ceilings are so high, but it's okay. They're the standard door height. Bedroom number 3, very, very similar, guys, if not exactly the same as the last one. Same standard closet. All right, also has a window looking out. Across the hall, we have a sliding closet door with coat space, storage space. You can park your vacuum in there or in your big old gigantic laundry room, whatever works. All right. If you buy this house, you're gonna need a vacuum with a longer cord, all right? Otherwise, you're gonna be unplugging it and plugging it in every so often because the house is so big. All right, here's actually the true coat closet, which actually makes a lot of sense. It's right behind the entryway. Other side of that wall is the entry where the front door is at. So that's good, convenient. All right, now we are getting to the second bath of the house. We saw the half bath powder room. This is the full bath for these 3 bedrooms over here. Okay, so these 3 bedrooms, this is the bathroom for those. All right, not bad. Same as the last house in terms of features. Undermount sinks, drawers, cabinetry, all that's the same. Fiberglass insert tub. On a blue tape walkthrough, we can ask that they clean up some of this paint where you see it here. It's not like a big deal. It's just, it could be a sharper line. So we can make sure that that's dialed in for you. You're spending this amount of money on a house, it should be perfect, especially if it's brand spanking new. It's like a new car. You know, who wants a new car with a door ding? Nobody. And houses are the same, just except they're a lot more expensive. All right, guys, this is the primary, okay? Be ready to be blown away. Let's go in here. Look at that. It's big, guys. I mean, this closet is seriously giant. I'm not sure if the video is doing it justice, but it is a massive closet. You could store a ton of stuff in here, right? It's big, guys. It is huge. Nice shelving for your shoes, your purses, all of your clothes. Very nice. I love it. All right. This is a fantastic size. That is a king size bed for people watching. If you're wondering what size bed is that, it is a king. I know you're thinking that doesn't look like a king, but it is. All right, check it out. Let me show you the ground just to give you perspective on how much space we have here. Quite a bit of space, guys. It's a very long home. All right, and then in here, we've got the primary bath. A very similar shower to the last one. I'm not gonna get in this one like I did the last house because it's the same thing. I love that the tile goes all the way up on these, both of these. You know, same tile backsplash around the tub. Great window. Huge, look at that yard, guys. Isn't that insane? This is on an inner corner and kind of like a cul-de-sac, you know. It's not a cul-de-sac, it's an inner corner, but it's kind of the same thing. You get the big wide lot at the back. You know, very nice. I love they got the black trim mirror, same on this one. Looks really, really good. This is a lot of space. It's a ton of room in here. Yeah. No complaints at all, guys. I mean, I don't know what's not to like. It's a really nice, spacious family home if you have a big family and you want some space. Or, yeah, and you know what's insane is the price of this. I mean, this house is cheaper than a condo in the Bay Area, most likely. That's why a lot of my clients are moving here, because, you know, I think the number one reason is probably affordability, bang for your buck, what you get for your money. You know, I think we could all agree that the dollar doesn't go as far today as it used to. So moving somewhere that's nice, community oriented, lots of things to do, where you can still get a relatively decent value for your money is very attractive and very appealing. You know, a lot of people are surprised when I tell them, you know, I tell people all the time, you know, I've got people from Michigan, Missouri, South Carolina, Florida, Arizona, Washington, D.C., people from all over the country reaching out, moving here to the Valley in California. And people are shocked, like, why the heck is everybody moving to California? You know, I thought everybody was leaving the state. You know, a lot of people move out of the state, a lot of people move into the state. It's work related, it's family related, it's affordability. You know, maybe it's living the American dream of buying a home when you may not be able to afford one, if you got to pay $2 million for the same house in the Bay. A lot of reasons people move here, you know, a lot of opportunity, fantastic schools here, guys. So if that's you, let us know. We are here to help you guys make this a very smooth transition. I will say this though, if you're interested in a brand new house, you should reach out to us before you reach out to the builder. Because if you reach out to the builder, you meet up with them, have conversations on the phone, you know, get down this road a little ways, and then reach out to us and say, hey, can you help me? The builder will not allow me to represent you if you've already been in touch with them. I don't like to make that the focal point of these videos, but it's something that people just simply don't know that they need to be advised on. So that's what I'm doing. So anyways, enough about that. Let's go over here and take a peek at this really awesome feature that I think is gonna sell this house to a lot of people these days. All right, guys, through the beautiful kitchen we go. Take one more peek, look at that. We've got an awesome pantry. Check it out. Dang, this pantry is insane. Look at this. Shelves for days, guys. Shelves for days, guys. Look at this. All right, well, what's the big hype about the feature that I mentioned that's gonna sell this house? What is it? Is it the pantry? No, it's not, my friends. It is not the pantry. The feature that I'm talking about, you got the kitchen, you saw the pantry. Wait, we didn't go in here. Check this bonus space out. This is such a cool office. Like, this would be an awesome office if I had this house. I would love this. Look at that. Look at this, guys. It's an awesome office. It's got a really nice slider leading out to this cool covered patio. Look at that. Isn't that awesome? Like, I could totally see me sitting here at my desk, you know, talking to somebody who reached out through the YouTube channel who's moving here. Just kidding. But seriously, I could see myself sitting here at the desk talking on the phone with a client or a friend or whoever with this thing cracked open, having some coffee right here. It's such a cool, you know what's nice about this? It's opposite side of the house from the rest of the bedrooms. This is not a bedroom, by the way. So, you know, we saw all the bedrooms are over there, right? On that side of the house. Across the whole living great room area, you have an isolated office space like this. This could act as a guest bedroom. It could be a bedroom, right? It could be. There's no closet in here, so it's not a bedroom. But we've got 4 bedrooms plus this bonus office space. I would use it as an office, but you may not need an office at home. This could be a second living room. It could be a playroom if you've got, actually, a playroom would be cool if you have little ones. I've got a little one. This would make a fantastic playroom for her, for Sophie. So right off the kitchen, I don't know, you know, there are some different options here for sure, but it's a fantastic feature that I knew you would love, and I don't know, I think it's great. So Now, if you're wondering what these houses cost, let's say that you love the video, you're like, okay, these houses are fantastic. You keep telling us how great they are. What do they cost? We're gonna talk about that in just a few, guys. I also wanna go to the map really quick. I wanna show you guys where we are, which community that we are in today. There's a few really nice newer communities out in Madera. This is one of them. So a lot of stuff, guys, out here from an investment perspective. It is a good one because you're kind of getting in before values skyrocket out here, in my opinion. In fact, I live out here and I bought out here because of that reason. That's one of the reasons. It's a really beautiful community, but that's one of the reasons my wife and I chose to buy out here, is because if you buy out here in 10 years, you're gonna be buying a resale home. Values are gonna be up because there's not gonna be the competition that there is today with all the builders, right? So there's several builders out here building homes. They each have a certain incentive that they offer. If you reach out to me, we could probably get you a better incentive than what they're advertising. I've got experience in that area for sure. So resale out here is tough. You could probably pick up a nice resale home in Riverstone, Tesoro Viejo, The Preserve. These are some of the communities in the area with a pretty good buy because you can get a brand new one for basically the same price. So depending on your situation, there are pros and cons to new versus resale, which we can talk about. But anyways, let me just show you where we are today specifically, and then we'll talk about pricing, and then we will call it a day. All right, let's go to the map. So today we are in a master plan community, just a couple of minutes, 5-7 minutes north of Fresno, California, kind of right at the Madera and Fresno border cutoff. Just a couple minutes from Valley Children's Hospital. This community is a master plan community. What that means is it means just that there is a master plan. And what that actually means, though, is that there are many different builders out here. There's probably eight or nine different builders, maybe 7 or 8 different builders out here. A couple of them that early on were building back in 2018 are built out, no longer building out here, and there's I think 4 active builders out here currently. If you are wanting to make a move, we can explore all of them. They all have something different that they offer, different incentives. Some of these builders are based around lot size. Some of them are based more around efficiency. So it really just depends what you're looking for. But let me show you where we are today. I think that's going to be helpful for you guys to see if this is even a place that you would be open to considering. So we are in the Central Valley. If you are from out of state or not familiar with California, San Jose, San Francisco is in Northern California, considered the Bay Area, kind of up this way here. And then down south, we've got Los Angeles, Disneyland is in Anaheim, Long Beach, Santa Barbara. That's all Southern California. We are right here, smack dab in the center of the state, right here. And let me in fact, we're about 2.5 hours east from the nearest coast, which would be over here on the central coast. There's a really nice Monterey Bay Aquarium. Pismo Beach is a very popular place. Many people go. Santa Cruz, these areas are about 220, 230 from here. Not bad. You can even make it a day trip if you guys wanted to. It's not like 4 hours to LA or anything. So these central coasts are nice little getaway spots, and they're absolutely beautiful. California has some of the nicest coasts in the world, in my opinion. All right, so Fresno is here. Let me actually change this so you can see. Okay, here we go. This is better. So Fresno is this big circular space right here, okay? And then we've got the town of Madera up here to the upper left, which would be the northwest. All right. Now, when I talk about Madera, moving to Madera, you could move up here to the town of Madera in this space here if you wanted to, but this is not where we are today, guys. So don't be misinformed. Don't think, oh my God, I'm not moving to Madera. It's too far away. This is not what we're talking about. What we're talking about is this community right here. Okay, it is 5 minutes from Fresno. In fact, if there was a bridge, you could be to Copper River in like 5 minutes. Okay, so it is very close. If you're familiar with Fresno, Copper River, Fort Washington are both out here. east of here. And then this community where we are today is a new area, and it is this place right here. Okay, it kind of looks like a boot. I don't know if it looks like a boot or not, whatever, but it's this right here. Okay, not rolling hills, that's something else. That is a community with bigger lots, older homes. There's a few businesses along this frontage road here, Highway 41 business. But we're not going to get into that in this video. In fact, we do have another video about things around this community, things around Riverstone. If you're interested in moving out here, you want to see where people shop, what's around here, restaurants, all that. We do have a city tour of that, so check that out. I will link it below. But this is the community, guys. All right. So let me swap this over. So it's huge. All right. The community started up here on the kind of northeast side, and it's moved southwest down, and now they are building down in this area here where you see all this dirt. There's a brand new second elementary school going in out here that's supposed to be done in 2026, so this year. A lot of stuff happening, guys. There's a grocery store, a Tractor Supply, restaurants coming, more infrastructure. Believe it or not, there are plans to build north of Avenue 12 in the future. So if you are thinking that this is somewhere you want to be, but maybe you're a few years out finishing up school, who knows? Maybe you're looking to relocate, but not just yet. Don't worry, they're going to be building out here for years to come, so you've got lots of time to find something. Just reach out to us so that we can keep you updated, informed, and help you when that time comes. One last thing I want to talk about before I get into the pricing are the amenities of this community. So we do have a resort style pool, which you can see right here if I zoom this thing in. So this is called the Lodge. All right, people refer to this as the Lodge. It's a really beautifully crafted clubhouse. It's really, really pretty. My wife and I have rented that space for a couple of times now. We did it for our baby shower for Sophie before she came along. She's a year and a half now. And then we actually celebrated her first birthday there back about 6 months or so ago. You can rent it out. They'll move all the furniture out of the way. It's a cool place. It's convenient because it's close to the house. There is a cost to renting it out, which in my opinion was higher than I anticipated. I think it's I think it was like $1,000, $1,200 or something to rent this space out for 4 or 5 hours. It was a little higher than I expected since you do pay the HOA of $124.18 a month out here. But I also understand that they have to charge something and whatever. So that's okay. But the lodge is really pretty. There's a fitness center there at the lodge as well. It's under this big roof here, guys. In fact, the plan is to have a lodge tour coming soon for you guys to take a look at it, because you really can't get the full experience here looking at Google Maps. But here's the fitness center. It's right in this area. There's a water feature. There's fire pits, barbecues. There's a resort style pool, a kid pool, which is very shallow for the little ones. We've got a jacuzzi right here. There's facilities. There are cabanas. And this is surrounded by really pretty homes. It's a really nice atmosphere to be there to spend some time. Now, when this community started like 7-8 years ago, one lodge was perfectly fine. But with the expansion that this community has seen over the last 7 years, they are actually breaking ground on the second lodge, which is supposed to be happening this year as well. Now, it seems like I've been hearing about this for a long time, so I don't know if it's going to happen this year, but I believe the HOA has said in the meeting minutes that it's supposed to be happening, and it's supposed to be going right here on the left portion of this green space that you see on my screen. Over here on the this area right here is going to be Woodside Homes, and then the second lodge is supposed to be right here, which is more on the western end of the community if you kind of look at it from a bird's eye view. And there's actually supposed to be a third lodge in the future, but to be honest, we haven't even broken ground on the second lodge, so we're not going to sit here and talk about the third lodge. Let's just get the second one going, and then we can talk later about that. All in all, though, it's a fantastic community. My wife and I love living out here for many reasons. And reach out to us, and I'm happy to give you a more personal insight to what it's been like for us living here. Water is kind of expensive in my personal opinion. Trash is a little more expensive. I feel like these things cost more out here than in Fresno, but it's not drastic, and you can sometimes get better pricing on homes out here than you can in Clovis. So it's kind of like one of these, right? So without further ado, let me dive into the pricing. Let's talk about what these particular homes actually cost, and then we will call it a day. All right, guys. I've got my pricing right here all saved. So the first house we saw in this video was the 4-bed, 2-bath. It was 2451 square foot, single story, 3-car garage, beautiful kitchen. Both of the homes had beautiful kitchens, same cabinetry, floors. Everything you see is everything that you get. But the first house in the video today, the smaller one of the two, that one starts at $623,290. There's actually I think 1 or 2 available I know of that I can get us into if you want to take a walk through one of these and actually have a first-hand look at it. But $623, that does not include the solar, which we can negotiate on a little bit. So you're probably going to be pushing $650 for the first house, unless we negotiate a better deal, which is absolutely a possibility. The second house, which is like the big, gigantic brother to that house, it is 2938 square feet. It is a 4-bed, 2.5 bath with the 5th room, bonus space, office, beautiful covered patio. That house, also a 3-car garage, that house starts at $647,290 with solar. We are probably in that $680 range. Inventory on that house could be tricky. They're not building a ton of them out here, guys. So if you like that house, let me know. It doesn't hurt to just reach out. I'm not going to sit here and hard sell you on buying something. It's not that big of a deal. We're just here to help you make the right move. It's what we do for a living, and we love what we do. We love it even more when people reach out. So please do that. I hope you enjoy the video, and if you have questions, reach out anytime. Otherwise, until next time, guys, thanks for watching.